Hello, I'm Aaron Suttonfield with RDS Lawn Care Services, and we're here today with Jeff Zogel. Jeff's a 24-year veteran of the green industry, works with Green Resources, and we consult very closely with Green Resources. We buy a lot of products from you guys, and we buy a lot of fertilizer, seed, herbicides, insecticides, those types of things. So I brought Jeff out today to look at the grass. We're currently in a 9 straight days of above 95 degrees. 4 out of the last 9 days have been record-setting days where we reached at least 100 degrees during those times. In May, we had 31 straight days with less than 1 inch of rain. So fescue turf has been struggling, to say the least. And so what we'll do today is we'll talk to Jeff a little bit about what fescue grass is dealing with in these situations. So Jeff, if you'll tell us a little bit about what we can expect. This is an irrigated lawn that receives all of our treatments, all the consistent fertilization, fungicides, and so this lawn is very healthy and receives about 40 minutes of irrigation per zone every other day. So this lawn is getting what it needs. And so let's talk a little bit about what this lawn is dealing with.
Sure. Fescue is a cool season grass, therefore it thrives in cooler temperatures. So when you start getting into the summer months like this around here, what you run into is the grass starts to go dormant. You can see in some yards in the area where they're actually turning brown. A lot of people think that's death, and it takes a lot to actually kill the grass. It's more of it, what it does is the plant shuts down all the external parts of itself. So everything above the ground, it stops sending water and nutrients to that area to conserve itself, to keep it alive. So what you run into is it goes into a state of dormancy. Similar to Bermuda grass in the wintertime. When it gets too cold, the Bermuda grass turns brown. It's the same principle. So that's what we're seeing in the Charlotte area a lot.
And so the grass is still alive, it's just in a resting state to conserve energy and to make it through the stress.
Yeah, it's a defense mechanism is all it is.
If you pan over here, you can see that we have a spot that is drying out a little bit. This is obviously an area of the yard that is getting a little bit dry when we're irrigating. And so even with irrigation, you are going to have spots that do dry out. And when we're looking at this turf right now, what are some things that you see that are consistent with stress, even in an irrigated lawn?
Well, you're going to actually, if you could look closely at the grass, you'll see areas where you're still going to have brown grass blades mixed in with green, similar to like this. You're going to have brown grass blades that are mixed in with all the good green grass that you're seeing. So what you're going to have is it's mostly going to come from competition, where you have some that are either healthier varieties or just a healthier plant in general that are going to outcompete the next door neighbors. So some are going to survive, some are not. But so you'll still get the brown mix in here. That's mostly what you're going to see. And this lawn is an exception to the rule in the area. Aaron and RDS has done a great job of keeping up with this yard.
This lawn is an irrigated lawn, and so we have been doing preventative fungicide treatments to this lawn, which keeps these leaf margins clear. This is there's no fungal activity at all on these plants, much at all. And so if you are irrigating your yard and you do have a fescue lawn that's irrigated and fertilized, you could potentially have some fungal activity with as much water as we're having to put out. So be alert to look for that. So we're going to stop now. We're actually going to go to another property and look at a yard that's not irrigated. And so we will follow up with you there.